$39.99, Karen. $39.99, David Pollock. $39.99, Rosie. This is what we're doing, and this will be the lowest price you'll ever see this again. It is a special launch price.
Wow.
It's the thing that everybody wants. Everybody's looking for it. No limit on quantities.
No, this is, again, there is no technology out there, and nobody else has the trifecta. No one. And again, what is trifecta? And I want to just cover that real quickly. You are getting not one Matrixyl. The original Matrixyl came out in 1999. I happened to be on air at another network. This was many years ago in a land far, far away. And I helped launch Matrixyl to the world. And I love the product. I love Matrixyl because it worked. And back in the day, 1999, the original breakthrough, it smooths medium to deep wrinkles. It was like amazing. The first peptide technology. Peptides are awesome. Peptides are everywhere. Peptides are used internally, externally, because they speak to the cells. So it is it actually is technology, peptide power, that actually works. So in my trifecta, we have Matrixyl, the original Matrixyl. We also have Matrixyl 3000. Matrixyl 3000, it addresses, this is a little different now because it addresses, it's still the same peptide therapy, but it addresses the regular chronological aging, sun damage, but it does something, in fact, the efficacy of Matrixyl 3000, this is why it's in this formulation, is in 1 month, you'll get back 2 years on your skin. Turn back the hands of time, 2 years in 1 month.
Love it.
That's just with the 3000, but wait, it gets better. At 2 months, it is 5.5 years. Turn the clock back 5.5 years. You use just Matrixyl 3000, but I thought, why should we just use that? Let's speak to all of these problems: the deep lines, the deep furrows, the sun damage. Let's turn back the hands of time. But then Morphomics, Matrixyl Morphomics came out. Morphomics is remodeling. If you have deep scarring, deep vertical lines, Matrixyl Morphomics speaks to that. The vertical, those frown lines, the marionette lines, the crow's feet, this is going to help lift. It just makes you look, seriously, I know it sounds silly, but it makes you look happier.
You're right.
Because it lifts the skin. Like, okay, this is like the bane of my existence, and this is why I wanted David to put Morphomics. This is how this formula came about. This is a true story. I called David, this was, gosh, how many months ago with this, maybe a year ago now, and I said, David, because all you have to do is look at your parents and you know what you're going to get, right? So I'm noticing this business. Yeah, it's like it's coming down. It's all just coming down. And I'm like, oh, man. And my mom and her mom, my Grammy, same thing. And I'm like, well, what do you do with this? So I talked to the estheticians. Well, there's several things. We could put fillers in. We could do these strings in your face. We could, do a full lift, all this. I'm like, no, and no, and no. So I knew about Matrixyl. I'm a nerd. I read about this stuff all the time. So Morphomics is the new one. And I read about it, and it's to lift deep lines, these guys, these awful, like, oh yeah, I smile a lot. Remember that thing that used to be cute on the side of your face, that little dimple? It's not cute anymore. It's just a dent in your face, and it's there all the time. And I hate it. So anyway. So what Morphomics does is it literally remodels the skin. And I'm going to tell you something. That is in that. It is in the Photon Serum. So if you're using your red light therapy on stretch marks on your thigh, maybe you have a lot of scarring from acne and you're using your red light as well on your skin, Morphomics helps remodel the skin and helps to soften the scarring. It's such cool science that I don't want to get all nerdy. But this type of thing, we put all three together because we need all three. And I developed this line for me, and I'm not exactly a spring chicken. So if you really want to make a difference, and you're not too old, And it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. If you've got skin, you need to use this.
And everyone's getting in, Karen. We have
Yeah.
600 sold. Let's put quantity remaining up on the screen.
Here we go.
Everything we have is in.
Crunch time.
Everything we have. We just went over 600 of these gone, and everyone's getting 2s. Kathleen just got 2. Karen got 2. Maria got 2. 2-year shelf life minimum for sure on all this. And you're going to see you will use this depending on which devices you use and how and how much you're going to be using, because if you're using this on a body device, you're going to end up using a lot more. Can you address, there was an email?
Yeah, there was an email that wrote in asking about using the Matrixyl Photon with the fat iron, and I can preach from the rooftops and say
that was Sandra.
That was Sandra. Oh my gosh, girl. Just wait. Yes, absolutely yes.
Yes is the answer.
Yes is the answer. If it's got LED therapy, red light photon therapy, yes, you want to be using this. What do we use the fat iron for?
Fat.